So we had an interesting Labor Day weekend here at the restaurant. Now, I am signed up to get emails for events that go on in the city and the county. Parades, street shutdowns, construction, anything like that. But this weekend we had a baseball tournament, a Little League baseball tournament, literally half a mile up the road. I had no idea it was coming. I went back to the emails. Nowhere in the emails does it say that this tournament's coming to town. Saturday morning at 10:45, 15 minutes before we open, there's about 90 people outside my front door. Now this tournament's big. It's got teams from all over different states. So not only do you have the teams, but you have family and you have friends. So you have a lot of people. So I go out there, and obviously I know it's a baseball team because kids are wearing uniforms. And I go out there, and it's 3 different groups, 3 different teams with their friends and families. So anybody who has followed me for any length of time knows that when you come to my restaurant unannounced with a large party, there are going to be some rules. Typically on the weekends, we usually don't see business till after 1 o'clock. Saturday morning, nobody wants to get up early, people doing their chores, whatever. They don't usually start coming into the restaurant until about 1. So I generally only have 1 server and a bartender that opens, and then usually around 12:30, I have, more servers that are staggered in. So I pulled the host of each of these 3 groups, pulled them aside and said, look I have 1 server that has to handle all 90 of you, plus whatever else comes in this building. So, there's going to be some rules. Rule number 1, there will be no service complaints. If you complain about service, I will ask you nicely but firmly to leave. Number 2, 1 check per group. And lastly, the food comes out as it's ready. So that means 1 person might be finished long before 1 person even gets their food. Now I know what some of you are thinking, because you've commented this before the last time I did a video like this. Well, if you gave me those rules, we would just leave. We wouldn't even eat there. And I'm going to respond to you the way I did to them. We are the only restaurant on this strip of road that will allow that many people come in unannounced. And we are the only restaurant on this strip that has the space for that many people. And believe me, I know that the host of these groups, these teams, don't want to turn to all the parents and say, oh, well, I screwed up, I didn't make reservations, so we have to go somewhere else. You don't want to be that person. So you're going to accept the rule. Anyway, all 3 hosts agreed. They had no problem with the rules. They know that it is what it is because they didn't plan accordingly. They came in, they ate, everything went as expected, which was pretty good. Server made, I think, a little over $400. Not bad for 2 hours worth of work. I mean, if you're a server, you open the restaurant at 11 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock, you already have $400 in your pocket with 4 more hours to go. You're pretty excited. I mean, is it just me, or... when you're traveling with a large group that you'll be responsible for feeding, multiple times over a few days, I don't know, wouldn't you do some research on the area, call a few restaurants, make some plans? Not only is it convenient for you, but it's common decency for the restaurants. Anyway, have a great day.